on LinkedIn. It's slightly hilarious, but anyway, let me just make sure I'm live. I'm live. I think I'm live. The microphone should be on. Yeah, I'm live. Someone contacted me obviously on LinkedIn because there's like every year in London they have like a business show. They have 30,000 people, and they contacted me and says, "Hey, we want you to be one of the exhibitors." And I was like, "Is there a cost?" And they were like, "Yeah, there's a cost." I went, "I'm not interested." And they were like, "We're offended that you've discussed the cost without discussing the benefit." And I was like, "You want me to exhibit at one of your business shows, but you expect me to pay to be there, but you want to invite me. Well, if you want to invite me, you invite me for free. You don't ask me to pay." Hey Mia, hey George, how you guys all doing? Hope you're okay. Don't forget to smash the like button if you're not smash like. I've had a bit of an indifferent day. I got a couple of videos done. One video for Termageddon, which comes out in about 9 hours time. And it took a long time to edit, but I was quite happy with it. Done another video on auto-scrolling of testimonials as well. And I got a message from about some stuff that's been troubling me. And I'm not going to say I was impressed by the replies, but I'm not going to get involved into like troll commenting back and forth, tit for tat. Sean, how you doing? Hey, Richard, how you doing? Leaders, how are you doing? Hope you're all okay. Yeah, so it's been a decent week so far. Monday to, oh, my friend Hans. Oh yeah, Termageddon. Yep, Hans. Yes. You said that, and I was like, who are you talking about? Oh, yeah, Hans from Termageddon. There's been a few updates, and because I touched base with them during the Atrium event as well, it felt only good to kind of like do an updated video, just because they've got some new stuff coming on. But yeah, so that video will be coming out in about 9 hours' time, and I think it'll be a good video. I think it'll be pretty good. So how are you all doing? And by the way, if anyone does want to have like a review done of their website, please do go and send it to this email address and I will quickly put it on screen and do a quick review. We've been doing a lot of them lately, but they seem to go down quite well. You know, I mean, it's like a free review, free like critique almost, but it's just my critique and you shouldn't follow everything I say because it's just my opinion. Doesn't necessarily mean it is absolutely correct or the be-all or the end-all, that kind of thing like that. Loey, how are you doing, by the way? Did I say hi to you, Loey? I don't know if I did or not. So I do want to clarify one thing, okay, in that apparently if people decide to leave comments on your videos because they don't like the way you're doing something, that's okay because they maybe have a different type of standard. I think standards are subjective, and I think the way Richard builds a website will be different to George, will be different to Loey, will be different to Sean and Jean, will be different to me, will be different to Jeffrey as well, you know? So I think I don't agree with setting standards for how you design a website, because someone will have a standard for logo design, someone will have a standard for menus, someone will have a standard for lighting, someone will have a standard for shaving, someone will have a standard for pissing in the toilet. But the minute we start to say, you must do it like this, you then start to, you are basically, you know what, you're as bad as an authoritarian state, basically, where people say you got to do X, you got to do Y, and you are not allowed to deviate. And when you deny choice, then you might as well just start your own cult. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. But yeah, so I think standards should be allowed. Basically, standards are a bit like culture and tradition, right? People always have their own traditions, right? But you should be allowed to step out of tradition and culture to do what works for you. How are you doing, Darren? Hope you're okay. Hey, Dave. Good to have you here, my friend. Hope you're pretty good. Fat J, I'm so close to buying Breakdance. They make fantastic videos about people talking and it seems legit. What do you think? To be honest, Fat J, right? I do hear a lot of people saying that they really, really like what do you call it, breakdance. However, I have nothing against anyone using breakdance. Seriously, I do not. If you use breakdance and it works for you and you get good support and you know what you're doing, use it. Why would you not use it? The only thing I don't like is the PR campaign and how every Facebook sponsored post I have seen this week, and I've seen 3 different ones from breakdance, every single one of them is literally like addressing Elemental users, and it starts to slate Elemental. One of them slated Elemental, and then also a little slate of bricks as well. And that I've spoken about this so many times, I don't want to keep going over the same deadwood, but it is literally like, you know, come on. Tell us about what is really good and what you offer, and show us what you offer. Don't just talk about so-and-so said this, so-and-so said that. And it's so convenient how the only reviews they put up on their sponsored videos are the ones that mention either bricks or Elemental. And I start to wonder, like, so no one did a post to say, wow, breakdance is really, really good. I mean, I can't remember the last time I did a post about Elemental or bricks where I went, oh yeah, I used to use Gutenberg. Oh yeah, I used to use this. Not really. I think I once did a review for Canva, but I didn't say, oh yeah, I used to use Photoshop. Because Photoshop is still amazing, but you don't slate. Just because I use Canva now, I'm not going to slate Photoshop, because there'll be loads of people that say, you like Canva? Canva's like that compared to Photoshop. Do you know what I mean? So, hey Sasha, hello from Brazil. Hope you're okay. Design style is like music, lots of different. Exactly, Richard. Standard of music, right? You could even say that about music, couldn't you? Heavy metal. What is the standard for heavy metal? And then you'll have someone who does something a little different. Can you have someone rapping in heavy metal? Can we add a bit of lo-fi? Do you know what I mean? You do what works for you. Imran, I'm okay. Hope you're okay. Hey Greg, how you doing? Yeah, Dave. It's such a, for me, it is a lame-ass way of doing marketing. It really is. Yeah, it really is. It's just a petty way of doing it. Hey Reuben. Now this is something. Now what Richard says there is something I don't often speak about, because I don't use oxygen. But a lot of people have raised this topic where they felt they got burnt, and for me it's a bit like when you've seen them jump from one tool to another, you got to then kind of go, well, how much legs is there in the current product? Alex, can we make multiple filter on custom post types? Like if we have filters for a blog page and a filter for maybe portfolio. Can we make multiple filter on custom post types? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, because I did that in my I did that in my Elemental 7-hour video. It wasn't custom field, but yeah, grid builder, you could use that. So you could do a filter on different fields. Yeah, you could do, yeah. Greg, breakdance is awesome. People just need to get past the marketing and everything else. Yeah. And that's the thing, Greg. I really do think that if they just stopped the marketing like approach, because I've seen people who literally reply and say, if you had changed your approach, I would have gone on board. And I think that's all they got to do. You know, to be honest, you are going to see. There's nothing there at the moment, but you are going to see dinosaurs, okay? This is really freaky, okay? Because there's nothing happening, only the trees are moving, but you are going to see dinosaurs. Trust me, all right? You're going to see dinosaurs, okay? You just got to hang around and wait for it. And I promise you, you will see. I'm like, where are they? Hello? Wake up. I can't believe there's not a single one on screen. This is really weird. Normally there's loads. I'm telling you, you will see them appear in a moment. All right, you're going to see them appear in a moment. But anyway, to be honest, very Fat Jay, whenever anyone says, that they've done everything better, it's very easy to say that, all right? Think about every company out there. If a new company brings out a new smartphone, of course they're going to say it's better than the iPhone. What you need to do... there you go. There. Look. There they are.
Glad to hear it.
Look. Brontosauruses, and they're flying in the air. You probably can't see them properly flying in the air, right? You probably can't see that. But look, there they are, look. Brontosaurus is walking. Yeah. Oh, look, there's a velociraptor right there. Actually, it's not a velociraptor. It's one of those ones with the... I can't remember what they're called now. There's just one down there as well. Anyway, sorry. Got distracted because the dinosaurs walking in the background. Quite cool, isn't it? It's like being in Jurassic Park. Okay. Reuben, is it possible to review my website? About £1,300, Greg, if you want to know, okay? And then there's deliveries. That was a bit. Is it possible to review my website? Yeah, you got to email it over here, Reuben. Email it, and I'll have a quick look now, but you do have to email it. Alex, how often do you do these live sessions? Monday to Friday. I normally, if you go to our channel, you normally see them scheduled in. I start to schedule them in from Monday, but Monday to Friday is the normal routine. Video boy, if, for example, I use a keyword like web designer Philippines, but I use web designer in the Philippines, does that still count as a keyword? No. Because you've got the word web designer in the Philippines, you've got to have the word web designer Philippines. So now what you've got to do now is kind of think about how can you get that to fit in somewhere. So can you say, it's kind of fitting it in. And going for just web designer Philippines doesn't work. So maybe you want to go with web designer in Philippines. Now then, when someone is searching on Google and they type web design Philippines, your keyword will probably appear with web designer. Hey Pixar, hey Radung, will probably pop up in the Google. In fact, let me show you, okay? So if I just go to Google, right, and I'll show it on screen in a moment. Let me just get it on screen here. If we go to google.com, right, and we go over here, and I type web designer Philippines, right? Philippines, like that. Let's just go for that one there, right? A lot of these, look, if we go to this one here. No, let's not go for the sponsored. Ignore the sponsored, right? Because you didn't earn it. You paid to get there. You didn't earn it, right? Let's go. No, that's a directory. So we got here web designer Philippines, right? So let's go and open that one. And we'll also open this one here as well, web design Philippines. We'll go with just those two for now. So look, they've literally put the word web designer Philippines in. So they're now hitting that keyword. That stock photography image looks like it's taken from either Britain or America. It doesn't look very Philippines to me. Web designer Philippines again. So they're ramming down that keyword now. And then they're probably going to use it somewhere. I mean, it's a bit of a tragic website if you ask me. Then we go over here. Look, web design Philippines again. So this is actually the most awful hero banner I've probably ever seen. Who puts a big contact form like that? I mean, seriously. Like, oh wow, the image changed to show them looking at us. They've obviously got I mean, this is tragic. This looks so... Oh, this is tragic. So we don't get to see any websites, but we just see photos of them in a green room. Oh, we have an image. Do we have any website images? No, there's no website images. Look, you got to click through all the dots. That's tragic. Now we get the websites. Yeah, right. But anyway, do you get the idea of what I'm saying there? So you do have to kind of reinforce it a little bit. Why should someone type in a whole... people sometimes do. People sometimes do. It's like I sometimes type in something and I put the word UK. So, Reuben, are you ready for me to go on your website? Radung, it can take about 2 to 3 days. It can take 2 to 3 days for it to proper rank and all of that. Hey, Paul, how are you doing? You're making a brand book with a rollout section with 100 pieces of copy. How would I make the copy scroll with the... What's this? Exactly, Fat J, web designer sweatshop. Paul, I'm currently making a brand book with a rollout section with 100 pieces of copy. How would I make the copy scroll with the background remaining the same? You could do a sticky column. You could do a sticky column so the background stays the same. It stays fixed as all the other content goes on. Parallax would work as well, to be honest. Right, and we're now going to go on to Reuben's website that he has just sent over. Okay, so is this your website or a client's website? What are we looking at here? What are we looking at? So let's just refresh it again, just to see if there's any. There's no animation really. We got a logo, which that blue is hiding the logo a bit. I didn't even I thought your logo was just like a fancy tick, but the blue is a little bit washed out, right? You see that blue? It's a little bit washed out. So I would, yeah, it's a little bit washed out there. Modern and efficient web design, design according to your need. Nah. This word here is so passive, right? Modern and efficient web design, design. Look at this. Design, designed, right? So double barrel going on there, right? And the word according. So you got handmade website in the Valdolois, whatever that is. Modern and efficient website design for your needs and goals. No, modern efficient website design to meet your goals, not needs. Needs and goals are practically the same thing. It's a synonym. It's like you got a thesaurus open. Needs, goals, come on, they're practically the same thing. Modern and efficient website design to meet your goals, to smash your goals, to crush your goals, to deliver your goals, to convert your goals. Give me some boom. Give me some boom, right? Give me some boom. Right, so see our achievements. No, that doesn't work for me. Yeah, that's like someone coming for an interview and I now want to know more about them. Like, yeah, see my achievements. Doesn't work, right? That doesn't work, yeah? So watch out for that. Now, you see, look here, yeah? Okay, right, so that's your menu. Yeah, okay, that's your menu. In fact, can I just convert it into English? Why is it not converting? Yeah, let me just translate it into English. There we go, right. Benefits, achievements, that's your menu over there. Okay, and then it sticks. That's too big. That's too big in height. I do, Radung, and you could send them over. You got to email me, though, on the email down. That is too big, right? Yeah, that is too big. You know, like for a sticky header, it doesn't need to be that big. Key steps in implementation of website design. Implementation, it's a very long word. Key steps and delivering website design. Key steps in delivering website design would sound more punchy. You got all of these steps, but I don't think a client's going to give two shits about all of that. If I was a client, I wouldn't. Nice layout of images. Obviously stock photography. So there's a danger with that, right? There is a danger with that. Okay? There is a danger with stock photography sometimes. That, again, Canva image. That image is too big. For the amount of text you've got there, that image needs to be about the height of this. I would shrink that down in height big time. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Yeah, this is okay. The trouble is, though, nowhere here have you got an image of a website you've built. There's no websites at all. Again, stock, Canva, you know. Can you imagine if the client you're working with uses Canva? And this is something I do want to mention. If any of your clients use Canva, they're going to spot Canva, that's a Canva image there as well. They're going to notice this stuff. I spot it like mile away. So yeah, Reuben, that's all I'm going to say about that. Don't know if that helped at all, right? Hey, Paul, Lord Imran. I'm not sure if I'm Lord Imran, but, you know, yeah, maybe. You're asking me to check the mobile version. Right, okay. So let's just have a quick look at the mobile. I've just shrunk the screen down. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit washed out. The X is washed out a bit. You know, I mean, it's a. To be honest, it's just an off-canvas pop-up. Yeah. So yes, it works. But it is a Canva stock image, and it feels a little bit like it's the first image you came across. So I would say try and add a bit more variation. And by the way, you haven't got a single website on the homepage. So no website on the homepage. Like if you look at it, right, we get this, right? Is this you? If this is you, can you try and get an image without the reflection on your glasses, number one, right? So number one, try and get that. There's nothing about website here at all, other than the wording, and like even down here, there's no image. I mean, look, even here, that's not website design. I bet that doesn't look like, you know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe layout, maybe. So you got to think about the image, the impact, and how it contextualizes your content and what you've got there. Thanks, Radung. I'll look out for that, okay? Hopefully I'll get that very, very soon. I don't know if that helped, Reuben. I don't know if that helped, yeah. But it's about thinking about, yeah. To be honest, Reuben, whether it's Canva, stock photos, deposit photos, Pixabay, free pick, it doesn't really matter. It does look very stock photography. Fat J said you look sad there. Now, I don't think you look sad, but you don't look happy. I don't think you look sad, but you're not smiling. So I would say, even if you're going to do that, try and add a bit of life. It does feel a little bit like, oh, I've got to take a photo. So I would say try and change the image. You know, you want to kind of you need to get images of websites you're working on there as well. Paul, look, if I've saved you hours of research, nice one, yeah. Website design is like decorating, right? You will decorate and then you'll then go, I liked it, but now I'm not so sure. And then you'll change something and you go, I like it. Like right now, I changed this about 5 or 6 weeks ago, roughly. Do I like it? I'm having second thoughts about it now. I'm a bit like, do I like it? I'm like that. I'm always in two minds about it. Yes, so Radung, you said you sent it. I haven't got it yet, so I'm just going to refresh my Outlook. And I'm just going to quickly delete some emails. Have you all had a good week? Or has anyone had here a bad week and they need a pep talk or a pick-me-up? Please put it in the comments. You know, we're happy to talk. We're not here to pick faults with anyone, but if you would like to discuss something that works with you, I do want to say, reminder that what I said earlier, if anyone ever tells you, right, okay, that the way you build websites is wrong, and they give you an alternate method, you are allowed to make the choice and decision over whether you're going to follow that or find your own way of doing things, okay? What works for you and your mind and how you like to do things. It's like writing, right? It's literally like writing. Some people will write holding their pen like that. Some will write holding the pen like that. Some will do it in a more like articulate way. You know, some are very particular about the way they like to write, okay? And I just feel like a lot of things get picked up with people saying you must do it a certain way, and I just think, no, you don't. No, you don't. That's not how life is. That is not how life is, okay? And everyone should have the freedom to do what they want to do, you know? So, yeah. Radung, your email's not actually been come yet. You say you've sent it, but your email's not come yet. And I'm just going to check my spam now, but I don't think it's even gone there. No. No, it's not come yet. You sure you hit send? You sure you hit send? Fat J, do you know a good AI SEO tool that is really good? No. I don't think there is any really good SEO AI tool out there yet. I think you need to go and do your research. Look at your competitors. SEMrush is a pretty good tool. The scraping off what the yeah. So Radung, right? What is your email address is bouncing back to say that you are high probability of spam. The email. Okay, so your email address. What you could do, though, is also send it to another email address I have, which is... well, I'll tell you what. Can you write it like this? Can you write it, but put a space, right, in between the HTTPS, right? Then do a space, dot, space, right? Can you do this? Can you add it in with spaces? Put it in here, but put spaces in between your domain name, and then I'll pick it up and then just paste it in. So pop it in there. Hey Antonio, I'm okay. Yeah, family's doing well as well. Imran's Facebook account got hacked. They transferred my business account and used it on... Oh, wow. Wow. To be honest about Imran, right, do you know how it got hacked? Do you know how it got hacked? Like, did you click on a link or something somewhere? Have you got any suspicions of what might have happened? Have you got any suspicions for what might have happened? So like I said, I did a video for Termageddon. Did it this morning. Took a while to edit because I wanted to add loads of little effects and stuff into it. By the way, they didn't ask me to do it. It's just like on the back of like, hey, you know what? A video would be a good idea because there's been some recent changes. And they have actually got a nice... Basically, don't want to say too much because you got to see the video. But you can now get all the privacy policies and consent tools for free for your website. For free. You don't have to pay a penny. You can get it for free. Your clients is a different story. But you can get a privacy policy and the consent tool and the policy generator. Yeah, now it's come, Radung. Now your website is... No, Radung, I don't think you understood. You weren't meant to put it in the email. You were meant to put it here in the live chat comments. But I've got it now anyway. So when I said break up your domain, I meant doing it here in the live chat so I could pick it up. But anyway, I've got it now. Are you ready? Because I'm about to go into it. All right, I'm ready. So let's go. Let's do your review now. Boom. So let's go to the translation. Okay, so let me just hit refresh again. Hit translate. So let me tell you what's wrong with this, right? Number one, the image. The image for me does not work because I know it's cropped or the cover effect, but it really does not work for me because it just isn't working because of the amount of white space you got in. Okay, look, let me start off. You got this black bar. Okay, I'll let it go. You could make that, it's a bit big in height. You could halve that height easily. You could halve it. White space, massive. Too much white space. Both items are in orange. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. I know you're trying to get them to contact you, but no, you're forcing in. It just doesn't. That I would. You know, two of those like that. No. Rainbow Energy. The logo has nothing to do with this color scheme. I know you've got orange there, but I see blue. I see purple. I see green. I see yellow. I see pink. I see like aqua murky weedy color there as well. So this is just not the logo to go for. Number two, I like it when content is boxed with. I like that. But in this scenario, your logo should be over here. This should be over here. That should be over there. That should be over there. And that can be centered or something like that. Hey, Hamza. So this logo is just wrong. I mean, the logo is blue and purple. Remove the background, right? Remove the background, right? Look at that, look. Right? You remove that background and your logo is actually bluey purple. Bluey purple. But when we go here, right? It is what it is, you know, and it's like there's no purple, but you got orange buttons. So you're now no longer tied into the logo. You know, it just doesn't work. So you should definitely have a different logo. Number two, you repeat yourself here. Does not work. Padding here, you need to have 100 pixel. It feels too close because it's white. Like full width image, that feels too close. You got to, like look here. That's about 100. You need to have 100 here. I would increase the padding. Have at least 60 pixel padding down here. Or margin on the left to push it away. Yeah, okay. More about the effects of each therapy below. Now, think about it, right? What is the benefit of that? So I go here, I click this, and it does that. It's the most. I would not do a menu anchor for just something basic like that. You know, there's no purpose for it. Yeah, there's no purpose for that. These are too close. You got to have at least 40, a minimum of 40 pixel width between the the columns there. Add some padding in here as well, so they are a little bit coming in. There is a lot of orange. The orange is being overused, I think. There's a danger with that. You got a black heading here, and then you got orange. Decide on what you're going to go for, and leave your orange for your buttons. So I would go black, 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 or whatever the color is, black, charcoal grey, dark grey. So, you know, black, 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 orange, orange, orange. I mean, find out more, find out more, find out more, find out more, right? It starts to, you know, I would make them smaller. I would make them smaller. Again, 60 padding down here. The images, I think, right, because your buttons have a border radius, right, I think your images need to have a bit of a border as well, about 10 to 15 pixel border radius, all of them, about 10 to 15, because your buttons are, and then you got rounded buttons, but then square images, square, or quadrilateral, boom, boom, boom. Give them a bit of a curve. Otherwise, again, look, different, you know. So think about consistency with your headings. Come and relax. Does that orange doesn't work on the green very well. But anyway, look, what I think you've got to do, yeah, is I think you've just got to go away and have a bit of a think, because your padding, I mean, the padding here is way too, I mean, look at this space and this space. It rejig the columns, try and get them to be a little bit consistent. That logo's got to go, unfortunately. It's got to be changed. Or you've got to make the website. I mean, if I was them, right, if I was the client, okay, this is what I would do. I would go and let's just go and get that logo, right? I would do this, yeah. So I would open this image in a new whatever. Let's copy that image. Let's go to, let me just log in, and then I'll go back to my screen. right? So let me just go log in. By the way, if anyone's asking questions, just give me about a minute, okay, before Richard, your website's come over. I'll jump into yours in a moment. Come on, open up. Not you, Canva. Canva's being a bit of a pain in today. Right, so let's just go over to this page over here. Right, so if we go and stick your logo in, right, and then we do background removal, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Rah, we can't even do background removal. What you need to do is get this logo without the background, right? You need to get it without the background, and the color of your buttons, if you get rid of the background, would be this color over here, that pink or that purple. Not that color, but a bit brighter, so something more like, I don't know, something going into almost something like that. But I think you're going to have to go back and have a bit of a think about that website. Let me just check the questions coming in. Can someone tell me how I can change the archive page title to search results? Have you got a search results template? Have you set an archive page up for the search results? So have you created a search results template? Yeah? Have you done that? Have you done that, a search results template? Because without that, it ain't going to work. Right, Richard, are you live? I mean, I know you're alive, Richard, but are you live? Hey? Let me know if you're live, Richard. Tell me if you're live. And then I'll jump into your website as well. I don't know if that helps, Radung, okay, but I think this is one of those scenarios where I feel like you've got your words, you've got the content, but now you have to be really like harsh with the logo, the color scheme, placement. You've really got to be harsh on that. This is one of those scenarios where you have to kind of just take a step back and now go, do I need to go away and learn and watch more videos or tutorials and have a think about, look at example websites, look at what they're doing. Okay, so Hamza, and have you set it as the display conditions? Right, Richard's website, let's jump in. We're on a roll here. So this is a website Richard's been working on, and this is built in Divi. Okay, right. So, and I know Richard won't take anything to heart. This website does not inspire me. So when I look at it, it's one of those websites that I probably wouldn't stick around on because I don't feel inspired. Then again, though, you have to look at the content. This is a data website to do with compliancy. I think that's what it is. Yeah, business to business data. So you could argue from an analytical point of view, it could potentially work. I do feel like I feel like it's missing like a spark. There's something about, yeah, this is Divi, George. It's missing something to really make it jump. And I get this image here, but I feel it's just missing something. I can't put my finger on it, but it's missing something. It's almost like the blue needs to be electrified. Like it needs to be like, it feels too murky, that blue, but I don't know. Real corporate intelligence help your business grow. I would make that bolder, weightier. I'd make it bigger and weightier. It's a data platform. I'd make it bigger and weightier because the button has quite a bit of padding. When I look at this, let me show you. When I come to this page, right, my eyes go to the image first, and then I go to the button. I go like this, image button. I'm seeing this third because it's not grabbing me, and I feel like that's got to be bigger and bolder. I would say weight 600, maybe. Try that out. This doesn't tell me much at the moment. So this says 5 million companies. Is this like... Does this mean they've worked with 5 million companies? Or is this just placeholders? Are these placeholders at the moment? these placeholders, I think, at the moment. Prospecting with confidence. That image feels too safe. What I really want to see, right, is someone like working like maybe with a network server. You know, like when you have images of someone with a clipboard where they're on a tablet and behind them are like network servers, like loads of lights. I think I want to see that, because this image has practically no blue in it. I think that's a black with white dots rather than, yeah. So there's no blue in that image. So that image pulls me away. It feels like it contrasts too much. That can work. That image kind of works. Book a demo. It does feel really safe. I feel like it's missing a spark. It's missing something that goes boom. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm guessing if this is a client, it needs, I'm guessing it needs like a bit more text over here. So real corporate intelligence, help your business grow. Now I need to know more. Like what? What intelligence? How will it make me grow? The logo is quite nice, I have to say. The logo is quite funky. You know, that is a decent logo when you see it. It's quite a nice logo. It's a weird one, Richard, because I think that sometimes, depending on the context or the reason behind the website, simple is what you need. But it's just missing a spark. Do you know what I mean? You know, and I bet if like what was it again? It was a data platform website. So let's go with data platform websites. Okay, let's try and find another data platform website. Let's find some other ones. I'm just doing a quick search. I'm not saying that I don't know what I'm opening at the moment, and I don't think all of these are going to be too good. So I'm just going to open a few up and just say, well, what have they got? And by the way, I'm not comparing you to them or anything like that. Okay, so let's get rid of that. So you see this. This has like a spark. That image just boom. That image, that dark blue, rather than your murky blue, the navy blue is the image is it dances with the image. It dances with the image. Do you get what I mean? Like it's like we got our background color, image, boom. It feels connected. And in a really weird way, you see the color of this artificial intelligence. Look at the color of the hands. Can you see the color of the hands? How clever is that? Very, very clever, isn't it? Very, very. I mean, I'm not going to compare this website because I think they've got their padding wrong here anyway. That should be further down. But that pulled me in. This other one, again, this is another data platform. Big full width image. Couple of icons over there, whatever they've got, and it just pulls me in. This makes me go, whoa. I mean, look, wow. I mean, that's just crazy, right? That is just crazy, yeah. I mean, it's not interactive, but still, does that not pull you in? Does that make you go, whoa? I want to read this now. I want to read it. What do they do? I don't like the slider. I would say don't. I mean, I think the slider is overkill. I feel like this image on its own was enough. They shouldn't have done the slider. And then we got this one here. This one does not work for me. This one is no. And then I hate it when this happens. So as soon as I go to your website, this pop-up chat. I hate it when websites do that. Stop giving me pop-ups. Yeah? I'll click on you when I want to click on you. But those couple of websites there, and I just did data platform websites on Google. Couple of ideas there. It's all about that spark. It's all about that grab my attention and pull me in. Yep, Shaveen, dinosaurs today. Users get access for their marketing. They make selections. Yep. So I would say, I think the wording needs to be expanded a little bit, obviously. But I also think I would go look at those 2 websites that I had on there. If you do data platform websites, you'll find them pretty quickly. And that's the whole thing about inspiration. When you know what the context of the business is or the purpose of the website, you just do a Google search. You'll find a few examples. We found 1 bad example and 2 good. And instantly I'm like, yeah, we could go for text and image, or we could go for a full width image, maybe find a Lottie or an animation on Canva with that funky dots they had there. You can find something. You could probably even get someone to make it for you for $10 on Canva maybe. And you get an image put in, like a GIF or a tiny animated video or a Lottie, just something. Because something so simple like that I thought, it made me want to stay on that website. What I didn't like was the sliders they did at the top, because it was like, as soon as it went to the dog photo, it was like, what's this got to do with data? What's this? Don't like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be honest though, Richard, I feel like, obviously this is a client's website, right? It's not yours, it's a client's website. And the trouble is though, but then again, maybe the client likes it. The client might go, yeah, this is exactly what I want. And I will advise them on, we can be a bit different. But if the client likes it, then I might say, you know what, just go for it. Just go for it. If they like it and they're going to pay for it, why bust a gut to do anything else, right? The good thing is, though, you haven't got a lot of content on that page. So it wouldn't take long to redo that one again, I think. I hope so far people are liking what we've done so far. We've just done 3 quick fire reviews of 3 websites. Hey, John Cyanide, has not seen you for a while. How are you doing? So I hope you like that. I don't really go beyond the homepage because I feel like that's more dedicated time from me. And if I do it for one, I've got to start doing it for all. And that's paid one-to-one consultation costings, basically. I've just realised I've got to delete some emails I've got over here. I am losing track of some key important emails which I need to reply to. What's this? Hold on. I've just realised something. Oh no, that's Richard's email. I was going, what's this email that's come through? That was your one, Richard. Got confused there. So I've got to start prepping for another website which should be starting next week. And the dog directory one, where the client's really happy, they've actually they've got someone else who wants a website as well. And they're going to get us to build it for them as well. So the rapid turnaround, the way we approached, the way I kept them informed, every step I kept them informed. Right, we've done that. We've done this. Check that. Look over here. Don't worry about this. This is how you fix it later on or whatever. So by us keeping the customer engaged with everything we were doing, they really like it. And we now have a word of mouth referral. So we started the website last week, Monday. We finished it, completely finalised and locked it down on Saturday night. No, not Saturday night, Friday night. Got clear run sign off on Monday. And now we have a referral for another web design, and a meeting is being set up next week. That's the power of doing great, good work, okay? Word of mouth referrals. And when it comes from a happy client to someone else, and that other person can see what we've done for the one we just did, it speaks volumes, right? Right? And don't forget, that client who's done the word of mouth referral, when we have been paid for the other job, because it's not a given yet, could not happen, they will get $100 from us for the word of mouth referral. So they win, we win, and the other referral wins as well because they hopefully get a great website. John Cyanides, I want to purchase a Grow Big plan on SiteGround to move the other 4 websites. Can I do that with Grow Big even though those websites? Yes, you can. You just upgrade. So John, you don't need to technically move it. You're just going to upgrade your server, right? So contact SiteGround. Hey, Ms. Kim, how are you doing? So what you do, you just upgrade, and then you will upgrade, and then your website shouldn't have to be moving to anywhere else. I think. No, I'm pretty sure of that. You don't have to move it to anywhere else. And you should be all right, my friend. You should be okay. How are you doing, Ms. Kim? Not seen you for a while. I have to say, though, this does not... takes a while to get used to diluted orange. Sugar-free as well. So it's sugar-free orange dumped into sparkling water. It has a bit of a I get twangs of lemon. I don't like zesty lemony taste. You know what I used to really annoy me is sometimes like you would you order a drink, right, or whatever, and then you get it, and then inside was like a lemon or lime. And maybe I forgot to tell them, or I did tell them, or someone else got the drink, and then I'll take the lime and lemon out. But the trouble is, though, for a good chunk of the drink, even if you're not using a straw, you're going to taste the lemon and lime. And to this day, I never understand what's the big deal. Can you tell me if you like it? Explain why. What's the big deal if you're having Coca-Cola or Pepsi Max or whatever? What's the big deal with the lemon and lime? Can someone explain that to me, please? Right? Today's live chat is all about the lemon and the lime in the coconut. What is it all about? Hey, what is it all about? Explain that to me. So far, 2023 has been a really, really good year. I mean, we're already nearly at the end of May. Can you believe it? Like, is that believable? We're nearly at the end of May already. It's been a cracking year so far. Lots of work, lots of things, lots of projects. We got the How to Start a Web Design business course finally done. That took 3 months, but we got it out there in the end. And a couple of really big, long videos with Bricks and Elemental just to remind people of how do I do it. Does not mean you must follow precisely what I do, but if you want to follow it, you can do. That's the beauty of it, right? Abdiel, any hosting service provider, make sure that if you need to upgrade, it's trouble-free. Yeah, I mean, what I would say, is John Cyanides, is SiteGround have a fantastic support chat system, right? Live chat, however you want to do it. Why don't you contact them and say, okay, I've got this plan. I now want to go for the Grow Big. Will all of my websites just upgrade? Because what you're not doing, you see, is buying another server. And then if you buy another server, so a Grow Big one, they're now 2 different servers. Now you do have to migrate. You do have to do that. But if it's the same server, and now you're going to upgrade that, every website on there will just move over. Because what they do is they basically open you up to have XYZ and extra stuff on whatever. So it should be all right. Haha, don't worry, mate. Don't worry about saying hi. Hey, Jimmy, how are you doing? How are you doing, Jimmy? Oh, I just heard a doorbell. I can't actually see who that is, but Raheem's in and my wife's in, so they can go and get the door. I'm not getting the door. I'm on the live chat. I am feeling really, really hungry today. I've got my cousin's wedding on the weekend. So Saturday night, Sunday, out of action. If anyone sends any messages to me Saturday night or Sunday, you're going to be lucky if you get a reply off me. Very, very busy. And I'm pretty much going to have a stack of emails I bet I have to go through when I get back onto that. I am exploring more layouts with I'm trying to broaden my own thinking as well with different layouts, but I want to make sure some of the layout tutorials that I create are actually worthwhile even doing. They've got to be layouts that people would potentially use in the future going forward. Has anyone else got a website they want us to review while we're here right now? So if you're working on a website, maybe it's a competitor. Do you want to rip apart a competitor? And by the way, I say rip apart in jest. We don't rip apart, okay? We just rip into them. But we do it in a constructive way. And if I really feel like the website needs a good makeover, then I will tell you. And I'm only doing that because I'm thinking about you. And if I spot that you're building websites with inconsistent padding, your images and your text are too close, your branding of your colors is off or whatever, but I'm telling you so that you can hopefully appreciate and learn from it. What I'm not saying is used Pixel, why did you not use REM? You used XYZ, why did you not use Clamp? What, you went and used Elementor, why are you not using Bricks? Do you know what I mean? It's not about that. It's about, because do you know what? Do you know something? Do you know, hey, Ms. Kim, email me down here. Email it. Email it right now. Send it over right now, Ms. Kim. We're getting ready for your bling bar. You could be using the best page builder in the world. Let's pretend you're using Bricks or Breakdance or anything else, right? You could be using Font Clamp. You could be using REM. You could be doing all the VH, VW, EMs, your margin and your padding. You could be doing all of that, right? You could be using Advanced Thema. You could be using Bricks Forge. You could be using ACSS. You could be using some Breakdance add-on as well, right? You could be using all of the tools and tricks and advice that everyone gives around the world. You could be doing all of that. It doesn't mean you're going to have a good website. Even Bricks websites have bad page speed if you're not careful, right? Just because you used Clamp and REM, if you're not thinking carefully about positioning and spacing, you could still have a bad website. And I think that is something that a lot of people, they just don't want to admit. They think, hey, Artif, did you, I mean, I don't know if you did a reply, Artif, but did you see this is a private message now between me and Artif and Jimmy as well. He knows about it. But what did you think about that comeback Oh, no, you haven't replied to it. But you will see it in the den, okay? The Lion's Den. But, yeah. So after the initial message, Artif, I then got another one. So I'll let you go have a look at that, all right? I mean, I think it's just like the pathetic defending of... Anyway, yeah. Yes, Ms. Kim, please do email it over, okay? Do email it over. And I don't want to get involved into tit for tat with other influencers, okay? I think I've said my bit. I don't want to say any more. I'm careful what I say. What I don't do is tell anyone to go out there and mock others or make anyone feel rubbish, because at the end of the day, you can clamp everywhere on your website. But if you haven't focused on the design and the look of it, it don't matter. It does not matter, right? So understand design, understand principles, understand what you're building, all right? But there's a million ways to get from A to B, yeah? Just make sure you don't stop at A and you never get to B. You got to get to B, but how you get there is up to you, as long as you're not doing anything illegal, as long as you're not doing it in a dangerous way morally or ethically, as long as you're not hurting anyone to get there, then you just get there, right? Oh yes, Artie, I was editing a big video today. It's a Termageddon video, and it's only about, Oh my God, it's only about 10 minutes long, but it took me 3 hours to edit because I had so much stuff in and I kept going, what about this? What about that? Chop this, chop that. So Artif, I do need to see that video, okay? And I'm going to watch it. Whoops. I'm going to watch it maybe later on today, this evening. Later on. But I will be watching it, mate. All right, so don't you worry about that. All right. Is your uncle in the video? We should do a joint one, innit? We should start a channel called Artif's Uncle. But we never ever show the uncle. We just pretend it. We just like have him as a shadow. So when you're talking, we have like a fake cardboard box to act like a shadow as if he's watching you. Do you know what I mean? Pavel. Ms. Kim, if you're going to send it, please do send it so I know it's coming through, all right? Or let me know if you're not. Or let me know if you are. Hey, Pavel, do you know how to insert image gallery to display only first image from the gallery? What? So what about the other images, Pavel? So you're going to have a gallery, but you only want to see the first image. It will always show you the first image, but what about the other images? What's happening there? Are they hidden? Okay, where are the other images? And how would you see the other images? I think I need to understand that, because I'm struggling there. You got an image gallery, but you can only... But it only displays the first image. Ah, Miss Kim, we've now got your website. Miss Kim, tell me you are here, and then I'll jump in. Ooh. Tell me you are here, and we will jump in. Right, okay. So I've already formed a bit of an opinion, but let me know you're here, Miss Kim. I need to know that you are here so that I can advise you about your website. About your website today. Where are you, Miss Kim? Where are you? Michael makes a really good point, actually. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, just show an image and then link it to the gallery. Oh, hold on. You want to click on the image and have you asked ChatGPT? I'm going to give you like a cop out of an answer here now, but have you asked ChatGPT? Miss Kim, where are you? Miss Kim Savvy, where are you? Miss Kim, have you fallen like is your keyboard detached? Has the battery run out? It's really easy, Miss Kim. Just click in that box and say, I am here. Yeah? All you gotta do is say, I am here. Where is she? Guys, if any of you are with Miss Kim right now, or he, or she, I don't know, but if anyone is with Miss Kim, can you please give her a nudge? Because I actually was going to jump off early today. Are you there, Miss Kim? Yeah, what Gary said there. So I would say go to ChatGPT, get a code snippet, and somehow you might be able to do something whereby when you click on an image, it will then open a particular gallery, but not something I've ever had to do. But ChatGPT will be your friend. Miss Kim, where are you? Miss Kim. Miss Kim, where are you? Like, everyone's eager. I've got the website open. I do think there are some serious things you need to contemplate, though. There are some serious things you need to contemplate. But I am going to give you a strategy, right? I am going to give you a very big strategy, right? And I think if you take this on, you... Ah, there you are. Got it. Miss Kim, are you here? Tell me you're ready. Tell me you're ready. Say you are ready. Right? Tell me you're ready. Hey, Lim George, how you doing? Tell me you're ready, Miss Kim. I'm okay, mate. Ah, there you go. I tell you what, Pavel, can you drop your question in the Facebook group, in the Web Squadron Facebook group, and hopefully Gene will see your question and then he can advise you better in the Facebook Web Squadron group. Can you do that, Pavel? Miss Kim, are you Are you watching? I'm wondering if Miss Kim is watching this on like with a time delay. Okay, right. I'm just gonna start now then. Okay, right. So Miss Kim, I hope you watch this and get catch up right. So this is the website, Miss Kim's website. Instantly, there are many problems with this straight away. Okay. The logo, fine. Okay, the items there, fine. Over here, fine. I'm not liking this. You know this bit at the top, the social media. Get rid of that. Push everything up. Get rid of that. Push it. Leave that down for your footer. Buy 12, get 13 free. Yeah, okay, fine, right? But here's the problem with the page. This is a shop page. Look at it. Shop, shop, shop. Right? Put your social media icons down here. Right? Not at the top. Not at the top. This is just a shop page. Literally. This is the home page as well. Look, I'm not joking, right? So Miss Kim, don't take any offense to anything I'm saying. But this is just a shop page. Okay? It's just a shop page. Right, and it doesn't matter where I go, all I'm going to do is hit the shop. And the other thing also is this was very slow to open. Like, look how long it's taking for Mother's Day to open. I've clicked it and now it got there. Now when I go back, there's a bit of a delay when you first open it, right? The problem you've got here is that you're jumping straight into it without giving me any good reason to stick around. Yeah? Let me show you an example that I did on Monday. This is my hero banner. This is my hero banner. There's no logo and menu because this is just a hero banner I was showing off. Look at my images. They are all the exact same size except these two are slightly smaller. We got an image to showcase what we're doing. We've got like this stuff going on here and a button that would take you to the shop, obviously. But then look at this. This is the second one. This is VH100. This is also VH100. Look at this. We get the categories that will take you to the category page. We get a bit of text as well. We get something to just give us something, right? This is 100 VH. 100 VH. This is jumping straight in. And here's the other thing that's really wrong. Look at these images. All of them were placed onto a canvas of 500 by 500 pixel. My canvas is roughly this big. In fact, can I just quickly log in? Let me just log into this website so I can show you the images. So that you believe me. Okay, let me show you the images. Let's go to the images. Right, here we go. Right. Look at this image. Look at this image, right? This is inside a 500 by 500 pixel estate. But look at the positioning. Look at the positioning. Right? They all sit within a certain layout. Right? But I've made sure there is space going all the way around. So when I then... Okay. Come on, go to the page. Where's the page? Get out of there. Oh, man. Let me get to the page. It's test, I think it was. So when you get down here, when I placed them, wrong page. It doesn't matter where I placed them, right? Whether that's a big image or a small one or trousers or shoes, they look the same. What you've got here, yeah, is variation everywhere. You got a background here with a shadow. No, then it's white. Yeah, so you got variation there. There's a bit of a shade going on there. The images aren't the same size either. So what you've got to do is try and standardize the images and make them smaller or more white space. But you've got to go for something like, you got to have a here. You got to pull me in, right? You got to pull me in. You got to make me go, yeah, I want to come to this website. I just want to log out of here. I don't want to log in. Let's go there. No. Test. There we go. Right? You've got to pull me in. Yeah? So, I can see what you're doing, but jumping straight into the shop like that just doesn't work. Just doesn't work, Ms. Kim. Really sorry, yeah. Please don't get upset by that. but I would say you've got to kind of you've got to make it dance. You've got to make it sing more. You've got to give bigger reason for why is anyone going to buy. Show me images of people actually wearing your products. Show me something. Yeah, I mean, this is a completely fake website, but can you imagine what if I was selling that dress? I've now got someone there with the dress on and she looks happy. Do you get what I mean? You got to make it dance, right? So, or I might have a photo of someone wearing a similar jacket, or they're on a beach, they're in a field or on a beach, and they're wearing like some of these clothes or something like that hat over there. You've got to make this connection by just throwing them into like the shop. It's like you think I'm gonna buy something like straight away. You gotta pull me in. All right, Imran, take care. See you soon. Hey, Maddie, I'm about to jump off, though. I'm about to jump off now. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, Richard, sometimes it's tough love, innit? Sometimes you just need to hear it. But then you need to see an example. So I've shown you now an example, and I did that video, this video, I did on Monday. This came out on Monday. Go and watch Monday's video, right? And you'll get an idea of how can I just do... I mean... I love this whole effect. I just love the simplicity of it. It works as a boxed width. It works as a full width. You can make it work for you. Right. I am now going to say goodbye to everyone, unfortunately. I know, Maddie, I'm really sorry. I am going to jump off now because I'm feeling peckish, and I have... For some reason, I don't know why the notifications are so hit and miss with... YouTube. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It annoys me as well. But we've been live now for 1 hour 11. I am going to say goodbye now. Please don't forget to hit the like button if you've not hit like. Miss Kim, I hope that helped. I hope that helped you, okay? I hope that helps you to think a little bit differently about what you're going to do. Okay, look, everyone. Take care. See you soon. I'm back tomorrow. Normal time, midday UK. Catch you later. Bye.